How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles Blind. That's right.
Yeah.
We have finally gotten to the point where Jay has not seen any of this.
Fucking finally!
Yeah, it only took us like a year.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, we are very excited. So last time we were cross-examining Rolly Beat and Patricia Beat. And we are screwed, so now we need to do another summation examination. That leads us to here. Just gonna hop right in. Oh, I didn't even read that line. I really just skipped over that. Damn, that's
Hop right in, fuck.
Well, Major L. Well, I've determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure. So, counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination, I guess.
No, we will not.
I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman. Yeah. We are, my lord. Okay. Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and precisely for the court the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of this crime, which is probably, you still probably didn't even think this through. Who knows, maybe you'll prove me wrong. Can't wait for the third guy to speak.
Judicial findings.
The juror's contentions. The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Maybe you can consider a novel house explanation.
I don't know what that is.
Huh, even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it, you dumbass?
Deary me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit.
Damn, has anybody ever told you that you're really annoying?
Has anyone ever told you that it sounds like I'm constantly smiling?
Shut the fuck up? I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pain tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble. My kids will eat me.
And I will eat your children.
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes. I'm gonna sneeze all over your face.
I'll open my mouth.
Oh, of course you will. Okay, this is a jury.
This is already gotten gross.
Yes, considerably more tangible arguments from all members of the jury this time around, it seems, and all of you are fucking stupid. With one notable exception, of course. My learned student friend was able to find fault in the previous witness testimony, like a bitch. How dare you? So, the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover... pretty cool. No one else was even at the scene to commit the...
To the bit.
commit the crime. Well, you were horrible at that line. But the eyewitness is correct. It would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. I fail to see how it can be argued any other way.
It can't. That
Okay,
means,
case closed.
I'm afraid that during the summation examination, it's essential that you would, establish some other tangible
It's
explanation.
essential that you would fuck.
You have to fuck.
But how? What would even constitute a tangible fuck here? Explanation. Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman and how? Those 2 details are all you need to provide.
I stabbed the woman. Good.
Okay. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted. If you say magic, I will fucking kill you. And there I was thinking this might be hard. Magic!
What are you doing? But Mr. Naruhodo, you have to do it. Otherwise this will really be where the trial fucking ends.
You know, this whole lawyering thing, I don't think I really want to do it anymore.
I agree with you. I think we should, I don't know, go somewhere else.
No pressure then. I'll be an ice cream salesman.
That sounds cool.
That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please. Nobody wants your fucking ice cream anymore.
Do you want a dilly bar?
No, I don't even know what that is. I presume you're all prepared, counsel. Give me a drumstick or one of those SpongeBob fucking popsicle
SpongeBob.
things. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh,
please.
yes, my lord. All right, Ryunosuke. Focus your mind now.
SpongeBob.
That freaking sounds so funny.
That's what his brain sounds like right now.
Clearly, the key to the summation examination is by doing my job. It's going to be the juror number 4, maid, or should I say Mrs. Bitch.
We have the book that disappeared from the Garrideb's house on the evening of the incident, and the 4th book found in the victim's hand.
There must be a way to link the 2. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far, whatever it takes.
This has nothing to do with what we're doing or playing at the moment, but I saw the word link and then my brain just like went
to that. What was the name of the fucking when you would play on your Game Boy if you wanted to like play with other people? Like
A link cable?
yeah, is that what it was called?
I think so. Okay. I think it was a link cable.
Okay. I don't know why I just saw the word link and then my
Ah.
brain, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Pokemon.
I didn't have any
yesterday.
friends that had a Game Boy at the time.
Yeah.
Or Pokemon, so I couldn't do that.
I had Game Boy with Pokemon. Am I not your friend?
What are you talking about? I own the Pokemon game.
True.
I couldn't train with myself.
That's true.
Anyway.
Don't forget to keep an eye on Mrs. Garrideb and how she reacts, even to things other people say.
Okay.
Link cable.
We got those two
Whoa.
lovebirds in the back.
Full body. Well, I mean, not anymore, but.
Okay, I guess you can question me. Yeah, shut the hell up. But as we know now, there were 4 books, not 3, you idiot.
Why did he stand in front of the banister just to stand back behind?
He just wanted to make sure they could see his legs. Well, what difference does it make? There's every possibility that the 4th book, in fact, belongs to the defendant's landlord. Yes, that's the part I have a problem with. Sorry? Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was at home, wasn't he? Enjoying a fiery scrap with his wife or something, you said. That's not exactly how I put it, no. Well, that's how I put it. Anyway, the point is the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened.
I think that's what you call a strong alibi. Why have I moved from my spot and you are back to where you were originally?
I have no idea. So it couldn't have been the landlord who did it, which only leaves the Nipponese fellow. Honestly, I can't see what all this palaver's about. It's a done deal, isn't it? Kill him. I suppose it is, since I've got nothing witty left to say. Sure that old
Tell
man
a joke.
does.
Tell a joke.
Damn, I don't have any.
God damn it.
So, you might be willing to change your decision, you mean?
Oh my, such a delight on your face, but I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotion.
Please.
Despite what you might think of me, I am a very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman.
You are neither of those things.
Excuse
That's
me.
great. Didn't ask.
If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place? I'm so smart.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm never gonna use some of the things that I learned in school and life, I'm just not gonna do the assignments.
That's what I'm saying. All I know is the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, I'll just fail all my classes.
You see, modern, metropolitan, and rational thinking, wouldn't you say?
As a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna graduate.
What?
And not at all extreme.
As I see it, an overwhelmingly suspicious Japanese man hasn't been implicated by overwhelming strong testimony. So despite 1 or 2 minor puzzlements, I do declare that that man is overwhelmingly guilty.
Yeah.
Him. Throw him in the fire. Modern, metropolitan, and rational logic, wouldn't you say?
Overwhelmingly.
But us modern gals are always delighted to embrace new fads, you know.
Yeah.
Stop talking! So I'd be only too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you could come up with one.
I'd be happy to do that too. If only I could. Here's my theory, you're the killer.
Here's my theory, a game theory. Let's do our very best not to disappoint the modern and metropolitan young lady.
I will. Right. I'm glad you admitted rational there.
That's kind of funny.
Oh boy,
Oh,
you're talking
God.
to me?
No.
Alright, big boy.
Get a load of this guy.
What about the possibility that the window was open? What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been. Your nuts would freeze. How can you be so sure? I put my nuts in front of the window and they froze.
Oh my God.
The prosecutor fella over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. So no, that window wasn't open. Us Londoners like sitting by the fire and staying warm.
Us
unless we were fucking
Londoners.
weird.
Like this dude is the one British guy, or the one not British guy on this jury
I speak
right
for all Londoners. But you couldn't categorically state that the window wasn't open, could you? It just wasn't. They wouldn't have opened it. I was there. You're a dumbass. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me. Then what's the point of even having windows, huh? Counsel, you will kindly refrain from childish bickering. Oh, sorry. Maybe my sword can just go through your neck.
now. Damn.
Somehow I need to show there's an undeniable possibility that the window was open. Because this young fuck isn't going to budge otherwise. Yeah, I'm not budging.
He's like, I'm just a guy.
I'm just a man.
I'm just a friendly neighborhood guy.
But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not?
With flames of love, I'll have you know.
No, it's flames of rage.
That too.
There's really no such thing as a loving incendiary bomb. Ah,
Well, he brought it upon himself. It's playing with fire to betray a fiery love. Isn't it? Well, don't you agree?
no. Oh, well, any kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing, yes. But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Mrs. Garrideb. Maybe you should get all the fucking facts first. First?
Maybe you should learn how to speak proper English. Never you mind that. The point is, we were just having a jovial little dispute, nothing more.
She broke my neck.
Good, and I'll do it again.
You
And I won't
fucking
have any more of
time.
these suggestions that it was anything whatsoever to do with this crime. Step
Right.
up to me.
Well, we'll see about that. What about juror number 5? I fucking... He doesn't seem to be turning a hair at Mrs. Garrideb's relentless onslaughts.
It's almost as though he's used to it. What a gentle soul he is.
No, I was just biding my time until I could fucking crack this woman's head like an egg.
Damn. That's crazy.
Your head, my fists.
Your finger, my mouth.
You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? The man's future is at stake here. Well, tell him I don't give a fuck. Well, me and me both then, like I said before. What? Oh my god, I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some reddies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down in the Thames tomorrow morning. Oh no. You heard me. My missus doesn't want to mess about, you know. She can be fierce, you believe you me. Another shining example of marital bliss then. Situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, not good. Do you know, it's funny, I can't quite remember. Sorry?
I can't quite
It
remember.
was too frightening, that's the thing. I must have blocked it out. Helpful.
I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever be dragged into the Thames by his scarf.
Don't even go there, Mr. Sato. Tomato. There must be some way to jog his memory about this. But how? Oh, you want to talk to me? This'll be good. Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case? Sorry? Stupid say what? You'll just speak up loud. You're not speaking, dumbass. That means use your mouth.
You won't get me.
Could you tell us a little more about that fire? Someone's mad. It was last winter. My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. You probably never get cakes on your birthday. It had 75 candles on the top, it did. What a sight to behold. Do you know how big 75 is? It's a big number. You probably can't even count that high. You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship? No, I think you're just fucking stupid. Of course not. It was an angel cake, dumbass, to celebrate my birthday, obviously. Did you never have one?
75 flames that went up.
It seems that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruhodo.
Anyway, I must have known my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but candles were flying all over the room.
What?
Furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke. Definitely sounds like the devil worship to me. The devil worship.
The devil.
And by these sneezes, I presume you mean a cold. How did you get your cold from fire? Hey, brainlet. A cold is fucking caused by a virus, not fucking cold. What a fiasco it was. The children, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames. I drowned. And then, because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open up all the windows to clear it. The windows? Idiot. The burning winter air washed over me like the devil got dancing on my grave, it did. I got a terrible cold from it. Put me in the hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry. I knew it was devil worship all along. Something about the old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason. Weird.
Strange. We need to demonstrate who, apart from Mr. Natsume, could have attacked the young woman on the street.
You.
As well as how he or she could have done it, or Susato did it.
Yes, but once again, the jurors' statement are full of personal prejudice. A lot of them seem convinced they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary.
I think you're going to need to pit them against each other to force them to accept an alternative explanation.
So they gotta fight each other, got it?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just connection might do the trick. Alright, I'll see what I can do. If anything stands out, I'll go in for a strike. Kill.
So true, bestie. That's the spirit.
Alright, who's gonna be on the end of my blade?
Kill him.
You. Oh, me? Oh man, this is gonna be good.
Little old me.
These two jurors' statements clearly contradict one another.
The Hayasaka pose.
They do. How exactly, counsel? Don't point at me again. I told you it wasn't me, you bitch. Huh? What's that you say? Speak up, lad. Speak up. Oh my god. Juror number 3. Do you see? No, I don't. Oh, me? See what, sir? Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year? But excuse me, sir, why would I give a fuck? It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Idiot. Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open the fucking window. What, do you want to inhale the smoke? Oh, wait. Oh!
Oh.
See, I was joking. I was actually testing you the whole time. Exactly.
Stop pacing. What
On
are
the
you
day in
doing?
question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garrideb household, and Mr. Garrideb had the following to say about it. I stopped walking. The whole place filled with smoke. Oh, my hat. Therefore, to clear the smoke, either Mr. Garrideb or his wife almost certainly opened the window. That, you cannot deny, would be in no way out of the ordinary. No, I suppose it wouldn't. When you get to my age, you learn a thing or two, you know, and I can tell you, you learn nothing. You would have to be a prize idiot not to open the window if there was a fucking fire, eh? Yes, of course. I think I need to reconsider my statement. Yes, please do. That's a step in the right direction, I think. Except you didn't reconsider your statement.
Yeah.
So let me do this again so I can pursue.
Objection!
You just called on me.
Hold it!
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay. So, I wonder, can I go back and pursue or no? Not to object. What do you mean? I'm a biker, an educated man, and I'm going to give you a fucking penalty. Quite so, Mr. Foreman. Okay, die.
Be that way.
There's nothing whimsical about it.
It's very important to listen carefully to every juror, Mr. Naruhodo.
I literally did.
Then you can decide where the contradictions really lie, if there are any.
Are you for real?
And for real.
Well, she reacted, or Mrs. Garrideb, so don't you want to, like, listen to juror number 3 again and then move over when she reacts and press?
Because, I mean, when I pitted 3 and 6 against each other, it was while they were talking that she reacted.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to press 5, because he did say there was something that he couldn't remember.
Hold it!
It's not letting me pit them against each other. So let me see if I can do this. Day labor. I'm gonna be throwing the fucking river if I don't bring home the bacon. You remember literally anything?
What the hell is going on?
Okay, maybe not. You. Okay, let's see.
You.
It's only a little blow hardly life threatening with a direct hit.
Juror number 3, what a Chad.
Do you have anything else to say? At the point when the victim was attacked on Briar Road, we know there was a small house fire in the Garrideb household on the opposite side of the street. Well, yes, it certainly seems that way. And on account of the smoke, I imagine they would have had the windows wide open in spite of the cold.
Alright, can you move? Yeah.
Look at his, look at his character sprite.
That's so funny.
What the? Oh, yeah.
Girl, are you thirsty?
Juror number 4, there's nothing left in that. Do you have anything to say about that? Good fucking lord, Mrs. Garrideb.
What's the fucking TikTok sound from White Chicks? Where it's like the dude's like, damn little lady, you sure can't put it away.
Oh, dearie me. What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am?
It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now.
What is it?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
I beg your pardon? What is this you're insinuating?
The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window. Dumb.
Why would you say that? And what if we did? Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window, which is fucking stupid, in my opinion, which can't have been easy since I continued to give him his justly deserved book battering.
Even though your house was on fire?
Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Of course. I should have realized. What the fuck?
That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You've managed to establish that the window was open. We simply must have added that to, Mrs. Garrideb's formal statement.
Yeah.
Die!
It was open. The fourth book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Garrideb told us he had been reading.
Impossible, I hate lions, so we wouldn't even have that book in the house. Well, I really shouldn't say.
Yeah, okay. And the main question, did you or did you not throw your husband?
I threw my husband many a
You
time.
throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading.
Delicious. I did.
Where are you keeping that tea set?
Oh, you know. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him, and then I hurled on him, and now you come to mention it, yes.
Okay.
He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right.
Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset?
Because I didn't want to. Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, as well as you know.
I really don't.
I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less the title of it.
Arr.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
What is it, juror number 5?
Balls.
You know something. I've remembered what it was. A memory I blocked out.
Well,
Well,
then
spill
fucking
the
tell me.
beans.
I was listening to what Garrideb was fucking saying. Brought it all flooding back. Oh my god.
Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Mrs. Garrideb, or the maid, I'll have you know.
Is that thing speaking to me?
I'm glad she said that because I was about to make that joke.
Man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time.
It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work, like. I put my hand in the pocket for the wages I just earned that day, and I nearly died. I think I exploded. It was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Oh dear, what a disaster. I probably took it.
You haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh? I don't want to.
The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I lost my fucking wages, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Struck into the wall next to me, it did. About an inch deep.
Wow. No words, just terror.
Just terror.
I could smell it then, that god-awful stench of the names. I was sure I was going to have to face down in the money bags that night, I could tell you. And then I did. Now, that's a real disaster, isn't it?
I'll never use the word lightly again.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When women use their rag, they throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it. Even the child.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
Okay. No, I wasn't thinking that. Except I was.
How dare you? Throwing household objects at people as well. It's so uncivilized.
Yeah, throwing houses at people?
I once benched a house. At least attack with honor, using a bow or the like.
What? Attack?
If you're gonna attack someone, kill them!
Who are you going to attack?
I don't know yet. Never mind. Anyway, this man's words could be rather significant, I think.
Okay. Alright. We'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare.
If you dare.
Alright. Yeah. There was some novel alternative explanation how they were
Novel?
stabbed.
Objection!
You! Those two claimants? Yeah, they contradict.
Alright.
Good grief, you mean they don't contradict each other?
Explain counsel at once.
Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative.
Oh my, whatever do you mean?
An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back.
What are you talking about?
We demonstrated that the fourth book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Garrideb's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have found its way from the Garrideb household to the street below.
Yeah, what's that now?
After all, Mrs. Garrideb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4?
What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole?
Saying you threw a fucking knife.
Oh,
I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book came to light, perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened.
Now you listen here, you Easton.
all right.
What?
As the foreman of this jury administrator, I've never even heard that.
Me neither.
You give us this yarn about some other object making its way out of the house. But what? What is it?
I'm about to break this man. I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was the bold accusation you make, and I haven't any real evidence to back it up.
Back it up.
But I'm certain that at the very least, this warrants further investigation. All right, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garrideb household to the scene of the crime was...
Jackknife.
Juror number 4, Mrs. Garrideb.
Why do you keep talking to me? What now?
I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before?
What is that?
I don't know what a knife is.
Good lord, counsel, what on earth are you doing?
I'm gonna stab this lady.
That's the weapon that was launched into the victim's back, man.
I know. Oh, hi, Susanto.
Hi.
My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb were in the throes of an argument. Mrs. Garrideb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who'd been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene.
You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp.
Are you saying that it flew out of the window across the street to land neatly in her fucking hand?
Yep.
No.
No.
Even my missus hasn't got a name like that.
Yes, I admit, there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why. We must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Not ever.
Oh my.
Mrs. Garrideb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not?
I
If
don't
you
know
lie,
what the
you
fuck
die.
a knife is.
Okay, there's my answer.
Damn,
Oh.
she's dead. I have a feeling she's seen this knife before.
My lord.
My lord.
I wish to change my decision.
Damn right.
I'm a woman of my word, after all.
Thank you, madam. Madame?
Madame?
Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but... I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end now with so many unanswered questions. I hate you.
Mr. Foreman.
I'd have to agree. Not that I think the granny did it, mind. Well, actually I do.
Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either.
He sounds like he quite literally just heard everyone else change their mind. And went,
Guess
for
I'll
no
roll with it."
particular reason, I'm also changing my answer.
All together now, ladies and gents.
Not the old man, though.
Everyone say fire. You old fuck. Get your fire in there.
No, go fuck yourself.
Oh my goodness.
I like to be different and quirky.
I hope you die.
We did it.
No, we didn't. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thanks.
You're not welcome.
So, as a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided. And the trial will continue.
Yay.
I'm angry.
Yahoo.
I'm so mad.
Ah, it's dark.
Turn the fucking lights back on.
Oops, sorry, pal.
Okay. Now then, Lord Von Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? I need a fucking drink.
A drink that you're not gonna drink. I need to smell.
This trial is rapidly descending into a farce.
A fart?
Just like the
oh my
last
god.
one. Oh, that was good shit.
Yeah, right.
like a corked wine. The first few sips are bitter enough.
You were so wasteful.
But what follows is so repugnant. Repugnant.
Repuggy.
I don't actually know how to say that word.
Repugnant?
Repugnant. Like, I don't know. It's good for nothing to say at the gutter.
Repoopy.
Also, my wine bottle is endless. If I may, Lord Von Zeeks. The defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened.
I think it's repugnant.
Okay. Incredible. Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman? The defense's argument is a joke to which I barely know how to respond. Let me start by insisting. Your birth was a mistake.
That's not a joke.
That you must have grown familiar. I thought it was pretty funny. Familiarize yourselves better with the relative positions of those places being discussed. What do you mean by that? What's his angle this time? I could be your angle or your devil.
They give you angle or your devil.
Sure, to be more than apparent, but that between the crime scene and the Garrideb household runs a rather wide street, Briar Road.
Wow.
Which means that the distance from the Garrideb's house to the scene is some, yes, 15 yards.
Let me see. 15 yards. That's around 14 meters.
14 meters?
Shoot!
No, that's a little farther than I imagined. And as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having portentous significance. Fourth book was found in the victim's clutches.
Portentous, huh?
In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards, to land on the opposite side of the road, immediately between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend? We're not friends. And did the jackknife follow a near identical trajectory to plunge in the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think.
That's a pretty bad day.
Even those pathetic serialized detective stories have more believable plots. Damn, he's spitting. There's nothing I can say to that.
That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice.
I do. Miss Usato.
Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he?
They are. Maybe let's pick our battles here.
I can take him.
I don't know why I said it like that.
My lord, might I be allowed to speak?
Wow, now we're finally in the same frame. It's usually just me.
It's us.
As judicial assistant, you may speak for 2 seconds. Go ahead.
Ha! The prosecution may consider the idea of fantasy.
The prosecution does. Alright, case closed.
Wait,
2 seconds are
I
up.
wasn't done. But what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible.
Okay.
To that end,
look at Ryunosuke.
He's like, come on.
He's like, man.
You gonna keep going?
I'm sad. I don't want to continue anymore. Juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garrideb, must be called to testify and submit a cross-examination.
Saints alive. A cross-examination of a juror. Oh, I guess we're
Damn,
here.
what the hell is happening right now?
Why am I here? Order, order. Well, this is highly irregular. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand.
Objection!
You're right, this won't happen.
Hey, yo.
Oh, what the
Hold
fuck?
on. Ouch!
And unnecessary. Lord Von Zeeks, you just killed someone.
It's in my eye!
There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friend's farcical theory has any truth to it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have been flying through the fucking sky before the couple's eyes.
I know we were saying that the wine bottle probably went back and hit someone in the face, but I also like to imagine that there are probably some really weird Von Zeeks fangirls that are like, I'm gonna sit in on this court proceeding just to see the handsome Von Zeeks in action. So like when he throws the wine bottle,
then
they're
they
like,
just catch it.
yeah, it's like a bouquet, and they're like,
Yay,
oh my god, it's in my mouth.
I'm like, please give me your used wine glass. And we must assume they will be able to testify accordingly. Okay. What say you, witnesses? I don't know. Please help.
Oh, you would just go to sleep, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir. Constable Rollybeat reported for duty, sir. Damn it.
hell?
Well, good morning, officer. Sorry for dozing until now. Sir?
I haven't slept for a month on account of a villain who's
For a
appeared on my
month?
beat. Sir, I'm dying.
Good lord, how are you not dead yet, man? Oh, they are so heroic, these London mobbies.
Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more.
Oh, Roly, my hero, you make me swoon.
Okay. Very well, I hereby reject the defense's request.
Oh,
And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again. State forthwith before the court any details pertaining to the defense's alternative explanation of events. Yes, sir. I heard it here. Honestly, this looks like a pretty good place to wrap things up.
All right.
So, next time on the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, we're going to re-cross-examine these two if they actually saw anything at all, and they probably didn't.
Probably not. Guarantee you one of them was sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder who it is.
Gee, I wonder. So, as always, if you all enjoyed and want to keep the series going and show us some love and support, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next episode.